Yes, it does. See? I have to throw myself from the platform again in order for it to... Also, my stream is a little behind my actual... Like, maybe a few seconds behind.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. Don't you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Give me my ending, please.
I wanted us to be
That's
happy
all I
here,
want.
Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Can be. Just give me my ending. Unless this is at some point. Oh, I'm moving much slower. I'm sorry. Sorry for this. But you leave me no choice. You wouldn't give me my ending. No choice but to do this.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going
I'm
back.
sorry. I'm sorry. You just won't give me my ending. That's all I wanted. Was my ending. That's all I asked for. Just a simple ending. Alright, so that's one ending down. Or one more, I mean. Let's see, we got a few more endings to go.
Comfortable, spacey film. Never leave it in life.
New content, but I think there's
When
one
Stanley
more
came
ending.
to open doors, he entered the door left.
No. There's two more endings, actually.
This was not the correct way to
There's
do
three
it.
more to get. Yes,
Lounge
okay.
first,
More
right.
endings to get through.
Stanley
Four
felt
more
lightheaded,
endings.
butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on it.
6, because I just remember the cell phone.
Detoured through the maintenance section,
That's
walked straight
that's
ahead
it.
to the
6,
opposite
6,
door,
6,
and got back on track.
6.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
He's trying to get a layout of the
You
building.
went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
What's the truck doing here?
No, 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 no. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to
You've been here already.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Saving the
How
skip
about,
ending
rather
for
than waste
last.
my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's one,
When
two.
Stanley...
What the f...
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Wasn't there a long hallway here? I'm just gonna keep going straight and then left and straight. Nope. It goes down this way, then straight, then down this way, and straight, then what? Oh, here we go. Found the story. No. Inner guilt. Everyone
I'll
knows
say
what you
it.
did. They're just
This
holding
is
back
the
to let you
worst
torture
adventure
yourself.
I've ever been on. I can promise you, there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to
Wait.
restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I can't click on this. What would happen if I climb on that and go out the window? Or now. I mean, and if something is different there, that would mean there's more than just
it's
this
worse.
ending.
I might be
And
remembering
there would
this
actually
wrong.
be 7.
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Nope. There's these.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
Yay!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No.
Wait a
I
second.
don't feel
It doesn't
right
let me
about this
click
at
right
all.
here.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Also,
Some people win fair
door
and
disappeared.
square.
Okay, so
And this
okay,
was not one of
Booze,
those
come out of
situations.
hiding, stupid Luigi
Okay,
Mansion.
I'm
Booze,
getting weirded out
give me
by
my
whatever
door
this place
back.
is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to
Oh,
make sure
jeez.
we don't get lost, I've employed the
Stanley
help
Parable
of the
Adventure Line.
Stanley
Okay.
Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line.
Trademark.
How simple is that?
Trademark. Ooh. Yes. Very simple.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way,
Oh, hey, here
is
we
the
are.
story of no destination still a story? Simply by
Hey,
the
wall
act of
run.
moving
I
forward,
can't do a wall
are
run.
we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Wall run. Whoa, what the? Okay, I have to do a wall run. Run on the wall and then transfer the ceiling. Go around. Transfer back to wall run straight down to the ground. Basically pulling a flash and then wall run again. Yes, I agree. And then go here. And another wall run, back up the ceiling, another wall run down to the floor, another wall run, another one. Do a sweet slide underneath the desk, and then a wall run back to the ceiling, and then back down, and then another wall run. A weird, go back. Like kick jump off this wooden plank thing, and then zigzag as if you were on a freaking roller coaster. Zigzag.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
Line trademark.
Is any of this ringing a bell? Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
Okay.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to
Leaves, and more leaves. Oh, and a touch of more leaves. And a box. With even another touch of even more leaves. Except the line closed this door on me.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Was that the true ending? Or is it just another, like, fake? Stanley Parable.
You know what, Stanley? Get the adventure. What's it ever? We're intelligent people. Why can't we make up our own story? Exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply sing in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley.
Not
I'd also
you,
like to
TM.
veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Confusion ending.
What's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending?
First restart,
And we're
second
supposed to
restart, third
the game
restart, fourth restart, fifth
eight
restart,
times?
sixth restart, seventh restart.
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
You've been playing the confusion ending for 18
Why
minutes.
don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this?
Restarts on its own. It'll be blind. Find it at the office has begun to theory. You attempt to make a story here. Narrator restart longer. Simply black. Blackness find a bookstore, get bored and leave. Narrator restarts. The narrator is gone after Stanley dies.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Nope, he'll restart it because
Okay.
because of this.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
If you do happen to know how... What? I have about 12 minutes. So if I can get the last two endings in 12 minutes. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 endings. The last 4 endings.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped
Yes.
coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Since
doors,
there's
this
only
was not
one
the
more
correct
ending
way
over
to the
here,
meeting
I'm just
room,
gonna go
and
with this
Stanley knew it
direction.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
One
stop by
last
the
time.
employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your
So I've broken
work
this game
aside,
twice.
to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. Oh,
I guess he could be. He was
okay,
trustworthy.
there we
Huh.
go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your...
Okay, I was right to begin with.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to
I
commit their
mean,
life to
maybe be
you? I'm trying to make a point here,
anyone.
Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
No, dang it.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Apparently, D-pad and pressing the joysticks do not count. What about this one? What about this one? Nor do the pause buttons. What about this one? Nor does the main button.
Quite a
Nor does
boring
RT,
fellow.
whatever that
He has
does.
a job that demands nothing of
Same
him.
with the
And every
RB.
button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
And RB and R. Oh, so okay,
Look at
it's
him
only the
there,
interact
pushing
buttons.
buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the sins he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the less he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I guess it
You
won't
see?
do it. Okay.
Can he just not hear me? Tell him in a way that he'll understand that even he remains here, he's electing to kill himself. How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled, I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and pushed a button. I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I
Please die. What the heck? That's a bit dark. That was the last ending with that with that side. Or was it?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Gotta make computers.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. What a room, Stanley thought to himself. What a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room. What a room, what a room. What a room. Va-va-voom. What a room.
What a
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What if I didn't? Oh, dang it. Alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley oh no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing. Coming to a staircase to his boss's. But Stanley couldn't do it. The possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter,
What
these
the
rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the... I'm dreaming! This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-worker actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then
Whoa.
he imagined himself soaring through on a magical star field who appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
So
How
this
was
is
he
in his
remembered
head.
so perhaps the stranger of them all entered. One, he was a sooner. Why is there a voice in my head saying everything that I'm... Now the voice uttered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice was in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, it was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley himself, believing that if he sleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself, is as of now, as he's now hearing the voice speak, a shock to Stanley.
I'll be right back.
Yeah? Dirty.
He knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited him up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh, that's why I wasn't moving anymore.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh, he's already changing people.
Mariella woke up
Characters.
on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what to look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
Discriminating
I am in control
bitch.
of my mind. Know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that important people whose, by extension, the rest of her life. had no time for this. A moment that she down at the and then she turned and
What a good for nothing little bit. Anyways, yeah, I have to go because I gotta get a shower and then get to bed. Or well, get to bed at like half an hour or half hour after. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, like usual, I hope you guys had a great time. I'll see you. Bye bye.